In this video, I will talk about the second component of your comprehensive ranking system or CRS, which is the score for spouse or common law partner. This might not be applicable to everybody. If you're single, it might not be applicable for you, but if you're not, this might be applicable for you. So, as we saw in the earlier video for core factors, if you're applying with your spouse, there is a chance you will lose certain points if you're applying with spouse. So in total, you lose around 40 points if you apply with a spouse, and if you want to score the maximum under each of the sub factors. But CRS gives you a chance to regain those points. To regain those points, you can look into three sub factors under which you can regain those 40 points. So the first is education of your spouse, second is first language of your spouse, and third is Canadian work experience of your spouse. So education, if your spouse is masters, you get a maximum of 10 points. If your spouse has a CLB of 9 or more, you get a maximum of 20 points for English. And then if your spouse has work experience of 5 years in Canada, you get 10 points. So here if you see, even though for your profile, to get maximum points for education, you need to have a PhD. For your spouse, it's only a master's, right? Similarly for language, for you to score maximum in language, your CLB has to be a 10, but for spouse it can be 9. And Canadian work experience is similar for each of you. So here, to be fair, since the CRS system calculates lower points if you are applying with your spouse, but it still, to be fair, allows you to regain those points. The only thing is that you have to take these, you have to do your educational assessment, language tests, and things like that done for your spouse too, and that could be an added expense to your overall Canada PR expenses. So you have to budget for that also if you're applying with your spouse. In most of the cases, if you have, in most of the cases, I have seen people do use some of these factors and gain some valuable points. Remember, each point matters when it comes to your CRS. You never know when that one point can mean the difference between getting an invitation to apply and not.